Today we answer the question, why is the US dollar dropping? And this is one of those questions, if you woke up this morning and you were looking at the stock market is going down. Again, we're looking at numbers and we're saying that we're at around 100-year lows, that the market has not had as bad of a month of April as it had since the Great Depression. So there's a lot of feelings out there. And one of those little weird tidbits is you're like, wait a minute, it says that the dollar is also dropping in value. So today we'll talk about just what that means. You guys know I love economics. Talk about what that ultimately means as far as your investments in your future and why it is something to keep an eye on when you're talking about the overall economy and the feelings in general. So today we'll go over 4 things that are kind of impacting the value of the dollar and what we would do for our retirement investments, things that we would be concerned about, and then we'll move forward from there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my whiteboard with you and we'll go over the 4. So first and foremost, as you would imagine, it's the elephant in the room. So we're going to talk about the tariffs. And then when you talk about the tariffs, you're basically talking about the trade war. 2, we're going to talk about the pressure on the Federal Reserve. So if you've been listening to some of the comments that the president has been making to the Fed, then you're already going to be able to have an idea. And we'll talk a little bit about that and how that impacts the value of the dollar and why it's decreasing it as well. Number 3, we'll talk about just regular good old loss of confidence, just how people feel about the United States of America. And so we're going to talk about just our overall economic leadership and how that can impact the value of the dollar and the increasing or decreasing of it. And then number 4, it has to do with what we call economic alternatives. And all we're talking about is the price of gold.